In a palace where loyalty was everything, something precious vanished. No one saw it happen, but someone was hiding the truth. In a kingdom nestled between sunlit hills and ancient rivers, there lived a wealthy nobleman. His house was grand, his jewels rare, and his staff loyal, or so he believed. Among his many treasures, a single item stood above the rest, a golden necklace gifted by the king himself. It was more than a piece of jewelry. It was a symbol of honor. One quiet morning, the nobleman walked into his chamber and found the necklace missing. Panic seized the house. The guards were summoned. The rooms were searched. But there was no sign of forced entry. No broken locks. No footprints. Only the servants remained. There were 5 of them, each loyal, each trusted. They had been with the nobleman for years. They ate in the same kitchen, slept in the same quarters, prayed under the same roof. He called them in. "I will ask each of you just once," he said. "Did you take the necklace?" Their answers were calm, rehearsed, and cold. "No, master, we would never." But someone was lying, and lies have a weight that no words can carry forever. Confused and angry, the nobleman decided to seek help. In the heart of the city lived a judge known far and wide, not for his power, but for his wisdom. His name was Judge Elier, and though his beard was gray, his mind was sharp as lightning. When the nobleman explained his plight, the judge listened in silence. He looked at the 5 servants and saw not fear, but well-practiced calm. "The truth," Elier finally said, "often hides behind the stillest eyes." He paused. "I have a plan." The judge asked his assistant to bring 5 sticks, each identical in length and color. He handed one to each servant. "These are no ordinary sticks," he said slowly. "They are enchanted. Tonight, they will whisper the truth." The servants leaned in, confused. "By dawn, the stick of the guilty will grow 1 inch longer." Elier continued. "Return tomorrow. We will see what grows and what is not." The room fell into murmurs. One servant scoffed silently. One blinked too often, but none spoke. They bowed and left the courtroom, their sticks in hand and something heavier resting on their shoulders. That night, 5 sticks lay on 5 stone floors, 4 untouched, 1 tampered. In a dim corner of the servant quarters, a young man named Turin sat trembling. His heart pounded like thunder behind his ribs. He had not meant to steal. He had only meant to admire the necklace, feel the weight of royalty for a moment. But temptation is a dangerous whisper. Now, he was drowning in it. "What if the stick grows?" he muttered. "What if magic is real?" With shaking hands, he picked up the stick and cut an inch from the end. "There," he whispered. "Now, even if it grows, no one will notice." But guilt doesn't sleep. It watches. At sunrise, the servants returned to the judge. Each placed their stick on the table. Judge Elier walked slowly, examining each one by one, identical, 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 until he reached Turin's. He held it up in silence. "Why is this stick shorter than the rest?" the judge asked calmly. Turin's lips opened, but no sound came. "Did it not grow as you feared?" Elier asked gently. The others stared at Turin. In that moment, it wasn't the missing inch that exposed him. It was the weight of guilt he had tried to bury. He fell to his knees. "I didn't mean to. I panicked." Tears fell like rain. Elier nodded solemnly. The truth is never afraid of morning light. Only lies shrink from the dawn. The necklace was recovered, tucked away in the hollow of Turin's bed frame. The nobleman was both furious and heartbroken. He had trusted Turin like a son. But Judge Elier, ever wise, stepped forward. "He must face punishment," the nobleman said. "Yes," Elier replied, "but let him learn, not rot." He looked at Turin. "You feared magic, so you revealed yourself. But the real magic lies in guilt. It grows louder than any spell." He turned to the others. "Remember this, a wise man need not raise his voice, for truth has a voice of its own." Turin was sent to a school of labor and learning, a second chance wrapped in discipline. He worked for years, became honest, and later returned, not as a servant, but as a storyteller, teaching children about the power of truth. Truth is not always loud. It doesn't always come with thunder or applause. Sometimes truth stands quietly, waiting for guilt to cut itself short. In a world of secrets, the bravest are not those who lie to escape, but those who stand in truth, no matter what it costs.